bad knackers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Free milk.
Think I spoke too bloody soon, didn't I?
How you doing? My name's Phil, better known as a proper Yorkshire builder, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't already followed the journey from the start, I'm better known as a proper Yorkshire builder. This is a channel called the Proper Yorkshire Builder. I live in Yorkshire, we build some stuff. 16 years ago, I started off as a block paver, which is why my back hurts, and my knee hurts, and my other knee hurts, and my elbow hurts. Fast forward 16 years, I decided to get into property development. We've done some renovations and some refurbishments. Now it's time to show you the next acquisition. They don't exist yet. Gonna have to build them. So, join us on weekly episodes where we'll be taking you through all you need to know on property development. This site right here is the construction of 2 detached 5-bed luxury passive homes. That's a bit of a mouthful. There'll be day-to-day stuff, weekly stuff, and we've got some other projects coming up that I can't wait to show you. So, stay tuned, follow along. Bye for now.
Exactly 4 weeks out from the projected completion date. Now, solicitors said that it's tight, but we can do it. Now, the trouble that I've got is that I've done all the planning and everything. Done my programme, got all my schedule in place. But I've been a bit reluctant to pull the trigger on certain things because the lending needs to come in at the right time. Now, it is highly unlikely that the lending will be rejected at this point because we've gone so far into it and everything's been checked, and it's just really about them being happy with the budget and the plan and the programme and so on and so forth. Might need to make a few tweaks to the budget, but I've been reluctant to pull the trigger on water because that's a cost straight away. I've been reluctant to pay on the discharging of the conditions because that's a big charge straight away. Being reluctant to book in the timber frame because that's a big charge straight away. Being reluctant to pay for the deposit on the windows, that's a massive bill, and that's to be paid straight away. So, but the thing is, if I don't pull the trigger on them, it's only going to slow my programme down, and I have to get these buildings watertight before Christmas. Have to. I want to be on to like first fix by Christmas time, ready to board up. I want it to be skimmed as we go into New Year. So it's about just taking a leap of faith at this point, using the money that I've got in the business to put down on the bits and the bobs and just commit to this, fully commit to it. We'll see. Stay tuned. Oh, shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get really real. Now, before any big project starts, whether it be landscaping or building, extension work, groundworks, whatever it is that's about to start, when it's been a large project with so much planning that's gone into it, you always have this moment of realisation of the magnitude of what's about to come, and then you start doubting, are my numbers right? Am I capable of this? Is this going to pan out how I've planned it? You know, what about this? What about that? But then it's also filled with like excitement, so much excitement, and they balance each other out, and it's the most strange feeling you'll ever experience it. And it happens at the start of every large project. Now, this has obviously been in plan since, I'm going to say early March time when this like journey started. And the QS report and the valuation report have gone off to lenders now, so we're literally at the final point of commencement. So it's about pulling the trigger on everything that I need to pull the trigger on. So yeah. Whoever told you property development were easy is full of shit. There's this misconception that if you buy a house and you renovate it,
you're going to make a lot of dough. And that's not the case at all, unless you've got £1 million of your own money just to pump into it, sit on it, wait for the market to better itself, and then sell it. But it's not easy. It's really difficult, and there's a lot of unknowns, and there's a lot of waiting abouts, and there's a lot of, hiya, Mr. Solicitor, have you done what you said you were going to do when you said you were going to do it yet? No. I've got 5 things in operation at the moment, and I've done everything I possibly can to get them to the point where they need to be at. And there's no else I can really do at this point other than just, yeah, throw darts at wall. So, I'm going to give you a rundown. Stay focused with what I'm about to say, because it is very intertwining. Buy-to-let property, finished, refurbed, wanting to refinance it. Went to go refinance it, put it in for refinancing. Great, that's Park Street. Okay. Gets it to a point of refinancing, sees an auction property. Oh, that's a Bobby. It's a Bobby Dazzler. I'll have a pop at that. Yeah. Won it at auction, paid my fees, 8 grand. Boom. Secured. Clock's ticking, 50 days to complete on that. Gets a phone call off at lenders, off at mortgage company. Hiya, this buy-to-let mortgage you want to get on Park Street? Yeah, you can't do that because you've got a buy-to-let, help to buy on your own mortgage. I didn't know that. My broker should have known it, but she didn't. Not all lenders are the same. You can get a buy-to-let mortgage if you do have a help to buy, but not all lenders like it. So I could just get a mortgage product on Park Street, but it's going to take me about 12 weeks to do that. I don't have that time because I've only got 50 days to complete the auction property, which the time is ticking, and the money from the buy-to-let is going to fund the purchase and renovation of that. So, solution. Bridging loan, propped against Park Street, acquire the auction property, yes. While that's going on, put Park Street in for refinancing to put onto a mortgage product, so that's going to run alongside it, which will take 12 weeks. In that 12 weeks, we'll have acquired a bridging loan, purchased the auction property, got it in for planning and got it to a point where we know where we're at and we know what it's going to cost us. Then the mortgage products will come in, pay off the bridging loan, and then that'll sit on there. That's already tenanted, so that bill's then getting paid off. That bridging loan's then paid off. Then, once that's done, and I've got my planning for the auction property, I can then get some development finance in place to get that finished and get it over the line. Oh, brilliant. But that's not all that's going on. So, seen some land back in February. We're planning on it for 2 houses, which is the Pavilion Residences, which you know about, because it's starting soon. So, we've put developer financing for that, and it's at a point where QS reports back, valuation reports back, just waiting for the phone call to say, Phil, your money's ready, get building. So I've done everything I can do at this point. It is literally just a waiting game. But we're about to get busy. Oh, and I've seen 2 plots of land, each with 5 houses on each, which is 10 properties, which I need to find money for. So, stay tuned, I guess. So, some geezers rung me last week and said, I am made to set payment for valuation. Alright, cool, sound, boom. Actually, no, that's really expensive. Like, I'm sure you can do it cheaper. It's bloody £905 for a valuation. What? £905 for somebody to come round our house and go, oh yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be when I did it on desktop. So he basically said someone else is going to get in contact with you and book it in cheaper. So I was like, alright, brilliant. Then somebody else got in touch with me. £350. Alright, yeah, sound, that's much better. Paid that, sorted, booked in. Comes round to Monday, which is today. You haven't paid your valuation fee? Well, no, I have. I paid it, £350. That was for other house. We need it for the Park Street. So I do have to pay the £906. Yeah, that's cheapest we can get it for.
Okay, so I've got to pay £906 to get a valuation report, so that the people that I'm borrowing the money off can say, yeah, sound. Which is all fun and games. But in other news, the Pavilion Residences is moving as it should, and the formal offer has gone into legals today, which we're really happy about, and it's time to really start moving on that now. So I'm on my way to a marketing meeting with the selected agent that's going to market it, which is Monroe Estate Agents. Done a lot of business with Monroe, really like what they stand for, really like how they market their properties. And today's about nailing down some rates and talking about how I want them to market the properties that are coming up. So we're building the passive houses, 2 5-bed detached properties, and they're going to be marketed off plan. Obviously, exit strategy is key when you're borrowing a lot of money from development finance. So we need to have that locked in solid. So marketing meeting today, then I'll be chasing up the CGIs, get them back tomorrow, and then we can start looking at marketing before we exchange. So as soon as we exchange, they'll be going straight onto market. We'll do a pre-launch, but we'll talk with Rowan about how we're going to do that when we land at our office. So stay tuned. So as explained, we are at Monroe Landon Homes. No Landon Homestead. To see Rowan, she's an absolute delight. Hello. Did you have a nice holiday?
A weekend away.
No, I'm on about other one that you went on.
Ibiza?
Ibiza?
Not a nice time.
What, you didn't have a nice time in Ibiza?
I mean,
Could
you
have told us that was
can't not have a nice time in Ibiza.
It's warm, isn't it?
Why don't the bell work?
Do you know what? Yeah.
It's a bit close,
It's
isn't
a long
it?
time since Harvey's rung that bell, so that's, yeah.
Service, please. After diet, it's white. All of this is white.
Really?
Yeah.
So why can't you have a white beard?
I like Father Christmas. It's proper, like
Is your hair white?
all white. No.
So you got brown hair and white beard? So does it look a bit like a panda?
Yeah, I'm Panda Man. I am Panda Man. Compose yourself a second.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Just checked, there's only 78 homes in a kilometre. It's like
Right.
So,
small. I love Nimbus. It's a song like
you're such an imbit. You're such an imbit.
Yeah.
such a Nimbus.
Right, so
Dork.
my suggestion is that, yeah.
Open a new one.
Or a dweeb. So that'll be the group structure,
Pretty much.
but each development is delivered by the individual.
Yeah.
But you've got an overarching brand, I think.
Yeah.
I think the importance of your brand is mega.
Oh well, yeah, I know that. It's
Mega.
it's very
Well, you
important.
know it's because you drive around with your face on the van.
Exactly.
You know. So, what are you saying in terms of ideas for you as a development?
I've not thought about that.
Okay.
Literally, I just thought I'll title it, and then I'll figure that out. Because obviously in my head I'm been going, there's going to be a section at Hording, it's going to be like TY developments and this and that, and it's going to be like,
So let's think about how that starts off. Right, know what's on here at the moment, but search section of hoarding. We're gonna have to think about obviously.
I can't call it Valdor because that's taken.
No. But what about Val? No. If you have a section that's probably centred around the brand of the development, which did you say the pavilions? Is that a name you already
The
have?
pavilions at Old Lane?
Is that a name that you just made up?
No,
No, I titled it the Pavilion
Right, I like that.
Residences
So
because it's backs onto a cricket field.
pavilion what?
Residences,
What, just the pavilions?
the pavilions.
that.
Yeah, sound.
That like. Could we get Lucy to design some hoarding around the pavilions? The use of cricket somewhere in there, maybe I think could be quite a good
Yeah.
concept.
So effectively, what these are going to be is passive, high-end homes.
Okay. The rest of
Yeah,
it's
I
quite
think
simple. We need obviously artwork based on behalf of that logo, which Lucy can create for you. So we can create this brand for you once we've thought about what the name's going to be.
Right.
We'll create you a logo and brand because then whether you roll with it or not, it gets us started, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I do. It needs to be on point because the
the plan for the development side of the business were to always move towards gated community type of really high end.
Yeah, high end.
That's
Warranty, who's going to provide that?
build zone.
So we'll have a 10-year build zone warranty branding on the thing. Your architect have you inherited them?
Clark and Fletcher, no, I went with someone else.
Are they
Clark and Farrell.
Clark and Farrell. So they want their leg on there as well, which again adds to.
Yeah. The plan for me is Harris fencing, clear the site, put the cabin in, temp water, foundations, then the hoarding goes up.
So
We need site plan as well.
site plan, yeah.
Landscape site plan.
Landscape site plan.
That's all in hand. Architects on with that.
I think we need, that's what we need. So now we're getting quite strict on how we deal with fixtures and fittings to avoid the exact scenario you had last time.
Yeah, that's what I was very curious about, like making sure that we don't.
So we've changed it.
You can't exchange until you've done.
You can't pick things
until you've exchanged.
Like the way we've done it with Valdor,
Yeah.
it's literally been like, if you don't exchange, Christine's going to start having to make choices. So everyone was like, it ended up where everyone was actually pushing the developers solicitors to be like, can I give you my money? Because I want to get this stuff
And then
in.
you can make choices.
That's the
But we just have to have really clear parameters of like, in the event you do exchange really quickly, you can choose flooring, this, that. It's not
like
Sims where you get to choose everything.
Start moving walls around and like.
But you can choose X, Y,
with
Z,
these,
and we're going to make a sheet.
Take 10 and 5 rather than 5 and 2.5 because they value them towards the top end. I would suspect in an area like that, I bet people are not borrowing 90% to buy a 700 grand house. I bet it's like 50-50 because it's more. You're into old mining town location type mentality, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'd really expect someone that's downsizing to buy these.
Yeah, could well be, and well funded.
Yeah. Marketing plan is in plan. Got an email while we were in that meeting, which was a really positive email. Everything is now officially in legals and moving nicely. So it's time to get to work and start putting everything that I've been working for the past 6 months together. Splish, not a splash. Oh, that's definitely a splash. Oh, look at that absolute belter of a brew right there. Taste test. Bloody red hot, burnt me bloody tongue. Oh, it's lovely though. Kitchen table, come on. Right, so it's probably at this point I should issue a disclaimer for what I'm about to get involved in. I've just read through the contract 4 times, which were very painful. My eyes are burning out of my head, and really any sane person reading through that would step back and go, whoa daddy, whoa daddy. Maybe I should just take a breath for a second. This isn't the type of loan that you get involved with if you're not confident on your ability to deliver and you don't have an exit strategy. See, it's got me all tongue-tied. You don't get involved with a loan like this if you're not confident. When you read through that document, it really highlights the reality and the magnitude of how they've got you by the bollocks. The bollocks is, and they're not even caressing them, they've just got them like this. And they're staring you in the eyes. They're staring you in the eyes like this, while they've got you by the knackers. They're not even breaking eye contact, just staring you. So basically a couple of points that I wanted to just clarify. The base rate. If the base rate flies up, which it can do, as we've seen, they're inclined to adjust the interest that's payable on the loan as they see fit. So that 0.99% could be hiked up to 3, 4, 5% if they see fit, if the base rate goes up. It's not a service loan, which means that the interest that's occurred at the month is rolled up and compounded, so you don't pay the interest as you don't service the loan as it comes, and
Some people service the loan and some others don't. I don't want to service the loan because I don't want it to impact the cash flow of the project, because the cash flow of any project is the life, it's the blood that runs through the project. There's a non-utilisation fee. So, say for instance, I've borrowed 600,000 quid and I only use 500,000. There's a non-utilisation fee on the £100,000 that I don't draw down, so there's a fee there. That needs clarifying. It definitely brings reality to the desk. You know what I mean? Brings reality to the desk. But no risk, no reward, and I do believe in the product. I've had multiple valuations on it. I've done my own homework on the site. I've been through the numbers on the build cost. You know, I'm confident. The only thing that will trip this project up really is the weather, which has been good recently. The neighbours, which I've already got on side, I hope. I mean, I said hello, made an introduction and told them how we were going to go down, and I'm basically going to go see them before the project starts and run through the build programme with them, so that they're in the loop and that they'll be notified weeks before any major works goes on and so on and so forth, which is very important. So yeah, shit is about to get real, but based on the numbers of the site and the programme that's in place that you're going to see, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. I probably will need a hair transplant at the end of this. Bring it on, I say.
Oh my goodness. I can then go onto the sheet. Concrete is there, £110. It's changed, which has then adapted the budget, which then talks to the summary up here. It then tells me on these summaries the balance. It then tells me the total amount spent. It then goes on to the drawdown ledger and it changes this as well. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all talking to one another so that I can manage to the granular detail every little piece and penny used on the site, which is really important when you're doing development or running business, really. You don't understand how long it's taken me to do that. Now, to anyone that knows spreadsheets, might be saying, well, that's pretty simple. But for me, block paver, it's not so simple at all. So, 23rd of July, clock's ticking. I've officially booked in the machine, the excavator, to land on the 7th. I've officially booked in the delivery of the site cabin, which I'm really excited about because it's my first site cabin. So, let's go. I think I spoke too bloody soon, didn't I? Eh? Someone up there says, oh, I think he's having a laugh if he thinks this is an easy ride. I'm going to throw another spanner in works. So, valuations come back for the buy-to-let that we've got. Lower than expected. Now, I knew that it were going to come in low, just wasn't expecting it to come in that low, which means that the borrowing that we need in place from the first initial start point for this chaotic move is lower, which means we're on a... Oh, damn! I've just run over a mouse. It's not a good day. Oh, I feel sick. Just killed a mouse. Oh. Anyway, ruined my day, that. Anyway, so basically the borrowing that we try to get in place on the first stepping stone is lower than we anticipated, which means that when we move on to the next stage, there's a shortfall. So now what we need to do is fast track the first step, get the money in the bank, acquire the next one, and then put a further bridge onto that one to help running costs and cash flow of the process. Then we need to get it through planning. Then we need to get development finance in place, which will then pay off the bridge. So it's a lot of fees, a lot of paperwork, a lot of contract signing, but the show must go on. I can't believe I killed a mouse. Jesus Christ! Get all my bits in my bobsies. Let's go see HQ. Plan of action for today is we're gonna...
My name changes as much as your beard changes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep it on track at the moment, you know what I mean? I'm doing well. You know what I mean? That's slowly coming back when I don't lick my lips. So today what we're going to do is we're going to get the letters printed. I'm going to go over to the site for the first initial site introduction, and then I'll probably go see Craig at some point today. So let's get letters printed off and get going. Look at that. Eh, timing. Doing your job for you, pal. Don't worry, I've got this one. Alright, buddy. Just stealing your job. I think let's just have a little wander down here and see what's down this way. Because what really drew my attention to this site when I first initially looked at it was this. That's class, that, isn't it? That's a cricket field. Hence the name, the pavilions. And I just think it's peaceful. It says peace, doesn't it? It says peace. Peace and a piss up on a weekend, that's what it says. Let's go and have a look at site. Get rid of all these nettles. But it's a long way off yet. That Tarzan coming through here. It's a long way off yet. But once this is all done, the new buyers or owners of these properties are going to benefit from not only having a cricket pitch at the back of the house to sit and watch cricket and have a few sherries, you know what I mean? But they've got some pets as well, cows. Cows at back of house. Oh, free milk. All you need is some chickens and you're on off and away, aren't you? Yeah, this is it. This is the beautiful site. 2 plots. Plot 1, plot 2, 5-bedroom, passive living. Let's go. I right need a piss though. At an early age really, I wanted to get into property development. I just obsessed with the scale of the projects that you get involved with. I've never really liked doing stuff by halves. Do you know what I mean? I've always enjoyed pushing myself to the absolute limit, to the point of my eyelashes falling out really is where I feel most comfortable. Oh, dealing with architects and planning officers. The paperwork side of the business is like, it's not like anything you can explain, especially when you're involved in the whole process. Obviously these bigger developments have got multiple people that do different things, whereas when it's just you and you alone to forecast the site, well, find the site, forecast it, budget it, put a schedule together, put lending in place, put a programme in place, and then get the site moving and actually develop the site. Like, you're coming at it from all angles, and yeah, no, I think the paperwork side of it is definitely harder than laying bricks in rain. Uncensored hard graft. it's just relentless graft. I'm known for working stupid hours, getting stuff done, going above and beyond, pushing boundaries. You know, this is literally just the start of what's going to be a 5-year plan, and this is a baby compared to what's to come. No, I'll rest when I die, as the saying goes. Oh, there's peaks and troughs, and I'm sure you're going to see quite a lot of that. Obviously, it's not all plain sailing, and I think the best way to get through a difficult time is to just smile and wave, because nothing's too difficult to overcome, and if you can do it with a smile on your face, you're winning. You need to start looking after that beard, son, because it's falling out, okay? And just lighten up a little bit. It's not all bad. You'll get through it. Ta-da.